This is burnt wheat. Hassan Diab burnt the wheat field around Tell Tuneinir just about a week ago to allow some of the nutrients to soak down into the soil. He harvested the wheat, he allowed the sheep and goats to graze in the field for about a week, and then he burnt it. Probably in the next day or two he'll recultivate this field and plant it again, probably that time in cotton. That cycle of planting, harvesting, grazing, burning is probably a cycle that goes back over 5,000 years. That's the evidence we found here in Area 1, squares 60, 61, 62. Horace Hummel's been directing the excavation in that part of the site for the last 4 years. And indeed, this type of charcoal burnt wheat stalks and kernels, we find an abundance of them there in that area of the site. One of the things that is important to us is to know what types of animals were being used grazing here in these fields. We've got a lot of sheep bones, we have goat bones, and we have equids, horses and donkeys. In fact, we not only have their bones, we actually have the small clay figurines that represent those animals. Previous years we've found sheep and goat figurines. This year we found 2 horse figurines. Dating back to this time period called the Ninevite 5 period, roughly 2,600 to 2,100 years before Christ. We've finished those excavation units now. They've reached sterile soil. We know that because when you hit the sterile rock, the sterile soil, it changes color from being this dark, ashy soil to being a white, hard, compact mass with pebbles in it and virtually devoid of any artifactual material. In our next season, we're going to come and fill those squares up with soil from higher excavation units. By coming down from a higher elevation, we'll be able to reach the Babylonian deposits. And we'll be able to compare the 3rd millennium, the 3000 to 2000 BC history of Tuneinir, with the 2nd millennium, the 2000 to 1000 BC history, a time frame that would be incorporated with the Babylonians.